Trash pandas, spontaneous sinkholes, and economical instability are at the core of the charming Donut County, which released on August 28th, 2018 on the PS4, Steam, GOG, iOS, and the Mac Apple Store. Depending on memberships, it's $12.99 on Steam and the PS4, depending on your PS4 Plus. But it's only $4.99 on the iOS, despite the fact that, from my understanding, it's pretty much the same game. It's a pseudo-puzzle game that has a colorful art style that brings an interesting sophistication along with a childlike quality that immediately drew me into the game. And I'm happy to report that the presentation is one of its strongest features. Every environment pops, and it's appropriate to the themes they were going for in that level. Doing well to bring our raccoon, who goes around singing people into the earth when they make donut orders, a sight to see. The music is also charming, and while it doesn't necessarily going to go into your iPod playlist, it does the job for what the game is trying to get across. Now, you may be confused with the aforementioned plotline, and that's sort of purposeful. See, if you're expecting a completely coherent storyline, Donut County isn't going to be your jelly donut. The writing may glaze over the serious problems in the town till the end of this 2-hour journey, but it does keep you entertained with its wacky situational humor that will get smiles and an occasional chuckle out of you. However, what may disappoint in Donut County is its gameplay filling, as the game isn't like a Boston cream pie in this area. Don't get me wrong, the basic idea of sucking up the items in area through an expanding hole that gets bigger with each item eaten is a good one, mimicking that feeling you got back in the days of the Katamari Damachi franchise. The game also brings a couple of tricks too, having you solve puzzle-like scenarios that use size limitations, or having to activate a rocket with fire at the right time. The game also does a reasonable job in terms of introducing new mechanics in time without being tutorial city with them. Well, with the exception of this one, that confused me for a good 15 minutes when I saw the hook attached to the balloon, and that had nothing to do with the solution. With that said, the problem here is simple. A game can be an old-fashioned donut, simple in flavor, but it also needs to be fulfilling while doing that. And that's where Donut County starts to stumble. The game felt like it ended too soon, and while I didn't expect too much more out of the $12 price tag content-wise, I felt like the game needed more pacing-wise for it to truly be effective. More content at a higher price point would have helped the game a lot, in my opinion. In addition, the challenge just isn't here for puzzle fanatics out there. And unlike the Katamari games, there's no real replayability here, with it not recording your time or any sort of challenge to go with it. It's rather easy, and sometimes you can get solutions via sheer dumb luck. Here's the thing though, at no point during my gameplay can I say that I didn't enjoy Donut County. Granted, I was disappointed with the length of the game, but the game does one thing very well. It's a satisfying stress reliever. There's no pressure really here, and it's the perfect game to relax and just enjoy what the game has to give you. It helps that the game just brings a smile to your face through really simple touches like this duck emoticon and the phone interaction, or little things like some music cutting out when eating a radio through the ground. In the end, the game lives off its charm and its quirky nature, with a few ideas that just don't get used to the best of their extent gameplay-wise. Granted, this game is not for everyone, and it definitely falls into that niche sort of category, and thus, it comes in at a 71 out of 100, making it a buy for people who love this genre, but for others, you'll want to wait for a sale. And as always, here are the enhancers which should be added or subtracted to your score if you fall strongly into that category. If the first digit of your modified score changes, refer to the description below or this chart to find where it falls for you. But for now, that's a wrap. And as always, keep on gaming.